G'day trader, Sam here from Trade to Prosper, giving another update on cryptocurrency, and this time it will be AVE. Looking at what Bitcoin's doing currently, which is pretty much undecided, and the SP 500, which is pretty much the same. Looking at these charts, SP 500 is in a small range. Either it's going to reverse or it's going to continue down to this level here. So based on that, we've got all these reds. And the Dixie on small time frame is slightly moving up, so it's putting pressure to the likes of Ethereum and Matic as well. They're all coming down to the bottom. So when we go back to AVE, we have this range, and you can see from this chart that we had a breakdown of this ascending wedge or rising wedge, and we've gone sideways, and there's that slight chance of being bullish. Now if you look at AVE on the daily, this is what I'm seeing at the moment. Let's just get the tools out. So we've got our reference point. We had our first rejection here, and we had our second rejection just there, just recently. Now we have this level, as you can see on AVE, right there, which is significant. My thoughts are, if we drop below this level, which sort of equates to this 1.272 extension. So if you look at AVE from a swing high to swing low from the top, the 1.618 was perfect right there for the selling climax. It did not do this type of formation. It just went for the automatic response, secondary test, and then straight up. So that is significant bullish. And obviously this is not coming down at any time soon. However, my thoughts are, if we lose this level, which is pretty much the automatic response level, which equates to this level, which equates all the way down here, and I would say that's probably a weekly level. If we drop below that, which is hard to see anytime soon, so if we drop below that level, let's just move it up a bit. So this is the daily, so get a daily level with the daily candles, and that's pretty much equates to the AR. So let's just bring that down a bit there. This formation, by the way, could be anything. So we don't go with formations at the moment. We just go with levels. And the 1.272 level corresponds to the automatic response, corresponds to this previous support. If we lose that, then I see this taking place for bottoming formation. We've got the 200 moving averages as a means of accessing previous resistance. And we've got this current one there, which is the 200, okay, on the 4 hour. Missing one or two moving averages. But anyway, let's look at this. So this trend line to me is significant now. And with those two touches, we probably look for the third touch. If it drops below this level, which I would find that if it does drop down, we'll find some support, and it will just range sideways until Bitcoin really decides what it's going to do. Ethereum's dropping right at the moment as I'm watching this, so that's pretty interesting considering the merge is about probably an hour away. Anyway, so if we do drop down, we have two levels of interest, which is this band here, which is 0.5 to 618, and then we can break above. However, if it comes down to this level, similar to secondary test area, I can see one scenario taking place, which is if this was to come down, I can see this rising channel, and potentially this could be a pivot, and that will complete the fourth touch and the fifth touch, whatever. But the fifth touch could come down as well, all the way down here, and that's I'll be looking for this trade really. I'll definitely be looking to enter around this area, just based on what Bitcoin does, obviously. Um, but I do see this, and based on my method, I like to see another rejection touch, a rejection that will give me more confidence that this trend line becomes significant. At the moment, we only got two touches really. The third touch, I like to see a rejection, and the fourth touch will make this complete. Now, here's the other aspect to it, why we can see this as a good means of a trade. Look, we're not saying this is going to happen. We're just preparing. So if in many cases, if I was to bring up the Elliott wave count, so our level, yeah, that's level 5. Is this an A? So we have two scenarios here. This could be a A move. This could be a B move. Wherever it is, it could be this just there, and that could be a C move for the correction, and then back down again. Okay, so this trend line could be that. We can have a deeper A, B, C move. So that's our A. We can have a deeper move, again, to the 618 level, and then a breakout. Yep, to the 618 level probably. But we'll come back to that later on. However, I am also aware that we had this move already done. And if you can look at that, it's one. If I was to just stretch this out, let's just look at it like that. Just one thing I want to make point out. I'm not going to change the color really. This doesn't really stand out. What we have is we had our wave 1, major wave 2, and wave 3 before it broke out to the upside. So there's 3, which is pretty much the Elliott wave count. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5, the bottom. For this perspective. So that's why we've got a nice move to the upside. Now it's come to the bigger bar or bump and run strategy. And so what we have here is, realistically, we just had our 1. Our 2 could be down here. 2 and potentially 3. All right. So in the bigger picture, if we were to imagine this, wherever it is, we have our 1, we have our 1 to 2. This is our 3 to 4, and potentially 5 could be really further down. Okay, so that is the bearish perspective as well. So this might not hold. This could be our wave 3 to 4, just depleting, and this could come. This could just do that. I'm not saying that's where it is. I'm just saying that a final completion will be that. So there's a number of scenarios, but this trend line is what I'm saying is significant. Looking at this, if we lose this level, I would say start shorting and find your entry based on what you think it is. If I was awake, and I would tell my team in our community when to short it. At the moment, it's not there, but this is my thoughts at the moment. I am bearish on it. I do feel like this is going to come down because it hasn't really touched this enough. This is a second touch. I think the third touch is way lower. And let's have a look at it on the 4 hour now, just to see if there's a good trading opportunity. Not yet. So what we want to see, unfortunately, this makes it hard. We have that level as well. At the moment, what we're seeing is a breakdown from this level. We want to see this touch. That would be nice, and see the response. And then if it comes down there, it might come back up and another. Mind you, I have this trend line as well, so I'm just keeping a few things in mind. This is a hard area this could be a failed swing, so this could be pretty much straight back up and then back down again. So this, or just break through, really, and it could be another fake out and back down. This range is very difficult to trade. We have our actually three impulses, so it's more likely to come down, in my opinion, at this point. So finding an entry, this probably was a good entry, give you some room to breathe. I do see this playing out a bit here, and then finally breaking down. That's what I have at the moment. Even if it does break up to the upside, I don't see it going really far in the middle. And here's a thought that's come to mind. Whoops. So our trend is downwards, right? So we had the big trend is downwards, and now this is a downward trend. Potentially, this is just sideways action, and then further down. It's unlikely to be a reversal, just based on this structure. But we can always be wrong. But what I'm looking at is now, if this is our, let's say, this is the bounce, this is our A, B, C, D, and E. So that fits into it. And it doesn't fit any particular harmonics, but that would have been the best opportunity to short, like Bitcoin and like all the others. And I think the alts are going to get smashed the way that things are looking. Let's have a quick look. So that's what I have for now. I'm going to save that. What I want to do is have a quick look at Bitcoin dominance just to see how that's moving. Oh, bugger. So Bitcoin dominance got the rejection there, but that's not going to help us at all. There is a bit more. Yeah, so that's not going to help us at all. And now let's have a look at AVE from a different perspective, just quickly, against Bitcoin to see if it's worth it. So that looks like a topping off formation for AVE on the 4 hour. Let's see on the 12 hour. Even against Bitcoin, it's probably. So we have you can see that, right? We have our count by 5. We have our ABC. Damn, this is not making things easy. So even with against Bitcoin, we could see that measured move. So it might go up. Could also be a reversal. The bigger trend. Let's look at the 3-day. If there was an easy way to do that, that would be nice. Okay. And let's see the indicators. Indicators are turned bearish. MACD on the 3-day has gone bearish. So is RSI. So AVE is likely to lose against Bitcoin. And if you want to call that a drop, So this is way 1, 2, 3, 4. I will just get rid of that for a sec. So that was we haven't really broken down from this macro structure yet. The neckline's there. Actually, we have, sorry, that was our main level, topping off. Our second level is pretty much there. And yeah, I do see this coming down. There is no trend line, so there's nothing really can help us there, except that this, on the 3-day, has turned bearish. This hasn't quite fallen through yet, so see on the 2-day, 2-day hasn't dropped yet. So if I see this coming down, for 1 day is already gone down, but there's about, yeah, so this is likely to drop as well against Bitcoin. And pretty much we've done the sideways movement, and it could go either way. You can say that's pretty much 2 touches at the top, 2 touches at the bottom. So from an ABC perspective, we don't know. But if we move this here, that's 3 touches to the bottom, 2 touches to the top, which means a reversal and coming down. And then it's a measured move. And if you look on the daily, it's probably the RSI is pretty much confirming that that's a drop. It's already dropped based on this. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Hopefully that helps you out. And let's see how we're going there. Nothing, no entry yet. Came too late to this picture. But just showing you my thoughts on the bigger picture perspective. All right, so give me a like and share. Come and join our group on Telegram. 10 days for free. See if you like the content. You don't have to commit to anything when you sign up. No details, just sign up, and the bot will let your Telegram account go through. All right, and I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.